Hello, my name is Ashish Udgave. I am working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadrao, Itzalganji. I am welcome to all in the lecture of Basic Concepts, Module number 1. In last video, we have covered the concept of basic concepts of engineering mechanics. Today, in video number 2, we are going to cover basic terminologies in mechanics. Basic terminologies in mechanics. The following are the basic terms to study mechanics which should be understood clearly. Number 1. Mass. The quantity of matter possessed by a body is called as mass. The mass of a body will not change unless the body is damaged and the part of it is physically separated. When a body is taken out in the spacecraft, the mass will not change, but its weight may change due to change in gravitational force. Even the body may become weightless when gravitational force vanishes, but mass remains the same. The next one, number 2, time. Time is the measure of succession of events. The successive event selected is the rotation of Earth about its own axis, and this is called as days. To have convenient units of various activities, a day is divided into 24 hours, an hour is divided into 60 minutes, and a minute into 60 seconds. Clocks are the instruments developed to measure time. Next one is the space. The geometric region in which study of body is involved is called as space. A point in the space may be referred with respect to predetermined point by a set of linear and angular measurements. The reference point is called the origin and set of measurements as coordinates. If coordinates involve only in mutual perpendicular directions, they are known as Cartesian coordinate. If coordinate involve angle and distances, it is called as polar coordinate system. The next one is the length. It is the concept to measure linear distances. The diameter of cylinder may be 300 mm. The height of building may be 15 meter. Actually, meter is the unit of length. However, depending upon the size involved, micro, milli or kilometer units are used for measurements. A meter is defined as the length of standard bar of platinum radium kept at the International Bureau of Weights and Measure. Length is the concept of measure of linear distance. The shortest distance between any 2 points is called as length. It is a fundamental physical quantity and play an important role in dimension analysis. In derived units, length is considered as fundamental unit. Unit of length is mm, centimeter or meter, etc. Displacement. Displacement is defined as the distance moved by a body or particle in specified direction. Velocity. The rate of change of displacement with respect to time is called as velocity. Therefore, v is equal to dv upon dt. Acceleration. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Therefore, a is equal to dv upon dt, where v is the velocity. Momentum. The product of mass and velocity is called as momentum. Therefore, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Continuum. A body consists of several matters. It is well known fact that each particle can be subdivided into molecules, atoms and electrons. It is not possible to solve any engineering problem by treating body as a conglomeration of such discrete particles. The body is assumed to consist of continuous distribution of matter. In other words, the body is treated as continuum. Rigid body. Rigid body. A body is said to be rigid if relative positions of any two particles in it do not change under the action of forces. A rigid body does not deform when subjected to system of forces. First of all, it is very essential to study the concept of rigid body. A body which does not undergo any change in its dimension or shape even after application of force is called as a rigid body. No body is perfectly rigid but assumed to be rigid in applied mechanics so that it becomes more convenient and easy to solve the problems of applied mechanics or engineering mechanics. In short, rigid body is a theoretical concept. In applied mechanics, all the bodies are assumed to be rigid, therefore, no need to write down the word rigid every time. Simply, one can write only the body. Next one, elastic body. When the body regains its original dimension even after entirely removal of externally applied load or externally applied force causing deformation, then the body is said to be elastic. In short, a body which possesses the property of elasticity is called as elastic body. Particle. A particle may be defined as an object which has only mass and no size. Such a body cannot exist theoretically. However, in dealing with problems involving distances considerably larger to the size of the body may be treated as a particle without sacrificing accuracy. Examples of such situations are: number 1, a bomber aeroplane is a particle for a gunner operating from the ground. Number 2, a ship in a mid-sea is a particle in the study of its relative motion from a control tower. Number 3, in the study of movement of the earth in celestial space or celestial sphere, earth is treated as a particle. The next one, scalar quantities and vector quantities. Number 1, scalar quantity. A physical quantity having only magnitude but no direction is known as scalar quantity. Examples of scalar quantities are mass, area, volume, density, time, speed, temperature, work, power, energy, etc. Next one, vector quantity. A physical quantity having both magnitude as well as direction is known as vector quantity. Examples of such vector quantities are displacement, velocity, force, weight, momentum, movement, acceleration, etc. Differences between mass and weight. First one parameter for difference is the definition of the mass and weight. Mass is the quantity of a matter contained in a body is called as mass and it is denoted by letter m. The definition of weight is the force with which the body is attracted towards the center of earth is called as weight. Mass is the scalar quantity having magnitude only, while weight is the vector quantity having magnitude as well as direction. Mass remains constant at all the places, but weight does not remain same at all places but changes from place to place. Mass can be measured by ordinary balance, weight can be measured by spring balance. Unit of mass is kilogram while unit of weight is Newton. We know that W is equal to mg, therefore m is equal to W upon g, where m is the mass of body, W is the weight of the body and g with the gravitational acceleration. Units of measurement. Unit is the standard of measurement of physical quantity. For example, mass of body is 10 kg, means 10 is the numerical number and kg is the unit of mass. There are two units of measurement, namely basic unit or fundamental unit and number second derived unit. Basic unit or fundamental units are length, mass and time are the fundamental physical quantities. The units of measurement for these fundamental quantities are called as basic units or fundamental units. It is also defined as the unit which does not depend upon any other unit. Definition of derived unit: when the units used for measurement of physical quantities from the use of basic units or measurements or from the use of basic units of measurements like length, mass and time is called as derived unit. It is also defined as the unit which depends upon fundamental units. For example, unit of velocity is meter per second, which is derived unit from the use of unit of length and unit of time. System of unit: there are four system of units grouped as under number 1 FPS, number 2 CGS, number 3 MKS and number 4 SI units. Number 1 FPS unit, FPS system of unit. In this unit, length is measured in foot, mass is measured in pound and time is measured in second. Number 2 CGS system of unit. In such unit, length is measured in centimeter, mass is measured in gram and time is measured in second. Number 3 MKS system of unit. In such unit, length is measured in meter and mass is measured in kilogram and time is measured in second. And last one, SI system of unit. It is international system of unit and adopted at present by countries with maximum majority. Basic SI unit of a physical quantity. Physical quantity is length. SI unit for length is meter or millimeter and symbol of unit is m or mm. SI unit of mass is kg and denoted by kg. SI unit of mass is kilogram and denoted by kg. And SI unit of time is second and denoted by small s. Derived SI unit of some physical quantity. This table shows some derived SI unit of some physical quantities. For example, SI unit of force is Newton and symbol of unit is capital N. SI unit of velocity is meter per second and denoted by symbol meter per second. SI unit of work and energy is joule or Newton meter, etc. Resultant force. A single force which can produce the same effect as it is produced by number of forces of the force system acting on the body is called as resultant force and is denoted by letter R. Body always moves in the direction of resultant force. Next one is the equilibrant force or equilibrant. Definition for equilibrant force is that it is also a single force which keeps the body at rest or in equilibrium. The relation between resultant force and equilibrant force is equilibrant force and resultant force both are acting in opposite direction, equal in magnitude and collinear with each other. The figure 3.5.1 shows the body moves in the direction of resultant force and can be brought to a rest by applying equilibrant force in opposite direction, equal in magnitude and collinear with resultant force. Difference between resultant force and equilibrant force are: first difference is the definition of both the forces. Definition for resultant force is that it is a single force which can produce the same effect as it is produced by number of forces acting on the body. While definition for equilibrant force is that it is also a single force which keeps the body at rest or in equilibrium. Effect of resultant force is that body moves in the direction of resultant force, while the effect of equilibrant force is that body remains at the rest by equilibrant force. Relation between both the forces are: resultant force is equal in magnitude, opposite in direction and collinear with equilibrant force. while equilibrial force is also equal in magnitude, opposite in direction and collinear with resultant. Fundamental laws or fundamental principles or laws of mechanics. The following are the fundamental laws of mechanics. Number 1, Newton's first law. Number 2, Newton's second law. Number 3, Newton's third law. Number 4, Newton's law of gravitation. Number 5, law of transmissibility of forces. And number 6 is the parallelogram law of forces. Newton's first law. It states that every body continues in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless it is compelled by an external agency acting on it. This leads to the definition of force as the external agency which changes or tends to change the state of rest or uniform linear motion of the body. Newton's second law, it states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to a impressed force, and it takes place in the direction of a force acting on it. Thus, according to this law, force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. But we know that momentum is equal to mass into velocity. As mass do not change, therefore force is directly proportional to mass into rate of change of velocity. We know that rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration. Therefore, force is directly proportional to mass into acceleration. Therefore, F is directly proportional to m into A. Newton's third law, it states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Consider two bodies in contact with each other. Let one body apply the force F on another. According to this law, the second body develops a reactive force R which is equal in magnitude to the force F and acts in the line same as F but in opposite direction. Figure 1.3 shows the action of a ball and the reaction from the floor. Newton's law of gravitation. Every body attracts the other body. The force of attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to their masses, or product of their masses, and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. According to this law, the force of attraction between the bodies of mass m1 and m2 at distances d is equal to F is equal to g into m1 m2 divided by d square, where g is the constant of proportionality and is known as constant of gravitation. Law of transmissibility of forces or principle of transmissibility of force. According to this law, the state of rest or motion of a rigid body is unaltered if a force acting on the body is replaced by another force of the same magnitude and the direction but acting anywhere on the body along the line of replaced force or along the line of action of the replaced force. In other words, it states that if a force acts on a point on a rigid body, it is assumed to act at any other point on the line of action of force within the same body. In short, the same force is transmitted throughout at any point on the rigid body along its line of action without changing the magnitude. This figure shows that if a force of F act on a line AB, then the force can be then we can consider that this force can be transmitted at any other point between point A to B along the line of action of the force. For example, consider a rigid body and let F be the force act on it at point A as shown in figure. The same force F is assumed to act at any other point on the line AB without changing the magnitude. Please note that this video is prepared for academic use only to understand the basic terminologies in mechanics for UG students only. Thank you. Thanks a lot. For any query, please feel free to contact me on mail or on mobile. Thank you.